everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on the 1978 film Grease. Now, Grease, as you know, was a 1978 musical romantic comedy film that was based on a musical from 1971 by Jim Jacobs and Warren Casey. As well as was eventually being directed by Randall Kisser, and the screenplay being written by Bonte Wonford and Alan Garr. Now, Grease, I would say, is a film that I think our parents had watched, and I remember as a kid, my mum and my dad played the song, so wanted to know about Grease. So they mainly had a recorded copy on VHS. And Grease, I would say, looking at it now as an adult, hasn't really aged too well. So the premise of the film is meant to take place in the starting point of summer in 1958. We see how after Danny Zuko and Sandy Olsen end up kind of saying goodbye to each other at a day at the beach nap, we see how they eventually return back to their school, where Danny reassumes his greaser attitude with the T-Bird gang, and Sandy forming a new friendship with the Pink Ladies, as well as unaware that they both go to the same school. And of course, we kind of see how as soon as Danny and Sandy meet each other again, it's kind of clear Danny has to kind of play the whole bad boy persona to show the gang he's still got what it takes. And after Sandy kind of gets annoyed with him, you can tell it's a moment where Danny kind of tries to win her back. And for the most part, I would say Danny's character fails a bit. I think his character is a bit of a screw-up, and you can tell he does care about Sandy, but I think there's moments where it doesn't really feel earned that he got her back. I always kind of felt when you had Sandy's other love interest, Thomas, could have been a perfect antagonistic foil for Danny. Someone to sort of show Sandy that it's just kind of clear Thomas doesn't really care about her. And I also do kind of feel with the other rival gang, the Scorpions, I feel they were just kind of thrown in to kind of be the antagonistic counterpart to the T-Birds. And I don't really think their leader really feels interesting. As I feel like the point about having a rival character, you want to sort of show them to be more of a counterpart. But the leader of the Scorpions kind of looks more like a kind of drug addict. And I also feel there are just some scenes that don't really age well. Like when you kind of got the TV person on air personality, Vince Fontaine, when he does hit on Marty, it just feels a bit awkward. And when she does say about him spiking her drink, this does kind of foreshadow the whole Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein things, when celebrities would do these things to get away with it. And I also feel, some scenes as well, like the Dirty Dancing scenes, and also like some of the characters' dialogue in that wouldn't age well today. I think the problem with Grease, it's a film that really tries to be something like a romantic comedy, but doesn't really age too well. I think the problem is we don't really have much time with some of the characters. It just feels like the plot goes from one thing to one thing, but we don't really have time to get to know everyone too much, from where they are, their home lives, and so on. And I feel some of the songs aren't too bad. I think my personal favourite song would have to be Sandra Dee, as it's just kind of Riz and the others taking the mick out of Sandy, and just mentioning how much of a goody two-shoes she is. And I would also say that, keep in mind you did have Grease 2 in 1982, as well as that Paramount Plus has planned to do Grease Rise of the Pink Ladies and a prequel called Summer Loving that's in production. I think, to me, if Grease was rewritten now today, you can kind of tell they would try and fix it up. I think, to me, Grease is like a bottle of bad hair gel. It's badly aged, but it's still okay despite a few mishaps. So I think it deserves a thumbs down. Not one of the best, not one of the greatest, and definitely not one of the films that's aged that greatly. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.